believe he did whatever they said he did.
I believe that, but I don't think that. I think it was a lot deeper than
But
that.
then I
know
do-
these young girls,
There are always two sides to the story. Because I remember he went on the Instagram one time and he was saying, he was like, it was an old case or some shit like that, that they're not, he was like, it was way back in the day. He's not on that anymore. And he said the case was dismissed or something like that. So I never thought that it was something that they were bringing up recently. Because I just seen him and Casanova on Instagram. They look like they made up. And I said that was like a move for Casanova because I felt like Casanova just probably didn't want to deal with the police.
Right.
Because in the video, he was just like, no police action. I was like, okay. So Casanova just didn't want to go to jail. So that's why he made up with Tekashi.
Long story short.
Right. So he made up with Tekashi 6ix9ine. But, oh my God. I love Tekashi 6ix9ine. I mean, for me, when I first heard his songs, I didn't know who he was. I just was like, okay, he has amazing beats. That was it.
I don't think that he's like an amazing rapper. His voice is kind of irritating, but like
the beats I love.
The beats are good, but like I feel like I more so like respect what he stands for as far as like coming out of the hood and shit like that. Like,
absolutely.
He's like not a bad person. Like he made mistakes,
absolutely.
but like he's not a bad person.
And I kind of compare him a lot to the new other girl called Bad Baby. I don't know if a lot of people know about her.
I've heard of her. Yeah.
But I kind of see them being alike because I don't like her because she talks really disrespectfully to her mom.
I feel like that was all for show though. Like.
I hope it's not.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
hope it. I'm sorry. I hope it is for show, because because I would hate to know that someone's like going crazy on their mom. Like that's like.
But she like pays her mom's bills now and stuff.
She did say that.
You know, like,
but if you paid your mom's bills, is it still okay to tell your mom shut the F up?
No, not for sure. Fuck no.
I mean, I know my teeth would be on the floor, but is it still?
But you know how these kids be nowadays.
Yeah, that was like one of the things. I'm just like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of super weird.
She's like nominated, I heard.
For Billboard.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if she's gonna show up to the award show.
She has to. I mean,
if she's nominated.
She's like 16 years old. That'd be lit.
Oh, she's 16. She already passed 15.
Yeah, she's been past 15.
Oh my God. I wonder what were you doing at 15? I was losing my virginity at 15, but. What were you doing at 15 years old? I seen some goth pictures.
I was a wild fucking child. I was like the emos kid, the most emoest kid. Like,
I had a few black girl emo moments, but I understand it.
But yeah, I was like super like goth and like
black nails.
Everything, black everything, black and red everything. I used to have like vampire bangs. Like I was.
Oh yeah, you really.
Yeah, I was like into it. I don't know. I took it to a whole nother level.
Oh my God.
But I was crazy. I used to drink a lot.
No, I was just telling Priscilla that I had my whole little emo. Oh, thank you. I left it out there.
No, you left it over here.
Oh my God.
And we asked you.
And you said no.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to DJ UncleTone.
Are you lit already?
Slightly. Not smoking, but just drink. Not smoking.
Just drinking.
Just drinking, not smoking. Only champagne, no hard liquor. I'm still trying to be nice.
I was off the hook at 15 though.
I was just telling Priscilla outside earlier. She's just like, only white girls cut themselves. I was like, I had to show her my arm. I was like, hey.
No.
I used to cut myself when I was that young. Everyone is different.
It's kind of an ignorant statement because people, you don't know what anybody is going through. It doesn't matter if your race or your gender or your sexuality. Like, people get depressed and all types of people do all types of things to hurt themselves.
Absolutely.
I used to burn myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when I was younger.
I used to cut my arm with a razor.
Like, I would be in class, like, giving myself razor burns.
With the lighter?
With the lighter, with the racers, like, all that. Like,
wow.
I used to, I don't know.
Shit. No, we all go through things. And I always say the good thing is that you're able to see people grow up and learn from things and evolve. Absolutely. So that's, like, one of the things that I always recognize about people. But I always feel like I'm going to get into the topic, but I always feel like there's a huge part of preparation when it comes to that part of evolvement in your life. Like today we're talking about sex prep, but preparation in general, this show is broad. We can talk about anything and everything. I'm never specific to any specific topic. I always just want it to be genuine. So whatever we talk about to be genuine.
Let it flow.
Absolutely. But with preparation, I feel like even with, growing up and preparing your life and trying to prepare yourself for what you're going to do in the future, that usually takes time and focus. And a lot of people don't normally think about those things. But even with me, I didn't know what I would be doing today, but I was preparing in some kind of way. I was always making sure I was paying certain bills or involving myself in certain things or looking for certain things, researching things. So here I am on DTF radio. This is where it landed me. But because I know you did lose a lot of weight. You transformed yourself into this sexy model. And yes, everything's on fleek when it comes to Sabrina. But no, like what is something that what's one thing that you can actually leave with the listeners that you stuck to with when it comes to preparing yourself for your life and your future and things you're doing now?
So we're not talking about sex?
We are. Sex prep.
I'm just kidding.
No, and sex. What do you do to prepare for sex? That's another thing. But yes. Anything.
I mean, everyone asks me like, "What's my diet?" I
would love to know because
I have no diet. I eat
because I stopped eating meat, then I start eating meat. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese today.
That literally just happened to me. I was like vegetarian for like 2 months.
Oh my god!
And that was it. And then I said to my girlfriend, I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I was like, I need salami. Like I was like, so.
Right. You get to that point where you're just like a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yo, like it just sounds so good. Like. And I don't know, like, some people have white people got some willpower. Because them people go their whole lives not touching a goddamn animal.
I don't know how you do it. Vegans, period.
Like, you guys,
it's hard.
I'll give it to you because this shit is, I'm Spanish. Like,
I was like, how could you walk past a Spanish restaurant and just smell that sassoon down the block and not even flinch? Like, I don't know.
Oh, man, but I have no diet plan. Really what keeps me, like, in shape is just my job, like working the pole, like that shit. Really
I watched a video with Cardi B recently. The girl was trying to show her how to work out or whatever the case may be, but she was just like, I was on a stripping pole and I don't really need no workouts because my stomach is good.
No, honestly, like that shit is like a full body cardio workout. Like you really don't. I mean, like I admire girls that I work with who also go to the gym as well as do like pole tricks and shit. Cause that shit. Once I'm home, I'm like, I ain't stepping foot in no goddamn gym.
No shit.
I ain't doing that shit. Like, I'm going to work tomorrow night. I don't need to go to the gym, but I do want to start like going to the gym more and tightening things up. But I think I did it pretty.
I had my moments.
Yeah.
I had my moments. I'll show up at the gym, and the next week I'll have a bacon, egg, and cheese. So.
No, seriously. Every time I'll work out, and I'm like, damn, I need some chilies or something. Like, I just get so hungry.
You are not alone. You are not alone. But no, what are some things that you do to prepare for sex in the bedroom? We're talking about sex prep.
So
I always say that, for me, it's good for a girl to shave her pussy, but I'm not prepared because I haven't really been having sex like that. So any sex I do have, it's extremely sporadic. So I'm not prepared.
On some level, like my last job, I work at a new spot now. Like, I'm not going to say where though. But I work at a new spot.
No more queens.
No more queens.
Okay.
Some drama went down. I can't go back there.
We don't care.
Whatever. Yeah.
We don't care.
So there it was full nude. So I had to be pampered from.
I remember you told me you had to shave your vagina all the time.
And that was like the worst.
They would have fired me. Because
that was the worst. But now at the place that I work now, I don't have to take nothing off. So I'm like loving the like. Being able to just not have to shave.
Well, at least you have the option. Yeah, you should have the option of what you want to experience.
But I'd say as far as like sex preparation, like my girl likes to shave everything before.
Hey, shout out to girl.
I like to be fuzzy, so I like to be a little.
Or
fuzzy.
the little triangle.
Yeah, like I like to be a little fuzzy. But we're kind of like.
When do you shave your vagina? Because I have a hard time finding time to shave.
I always forget. Like I'm going to shave, and then I go in the shower, and I'm like,
and then for me, it's 2 weeks later, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of a sex act, and I'm like, oh shit, I should have shaved, but I didn't have time to shave. So.
I don't know. Like I usually just forget. Like that's kind of like how it goes, and then when I do remember, it just happens. But I would say like at least twice a week I try to shave. At least.
Okay, you're teaching me something.
At least, because it feels nice once it's like all gone. It's nice to be like, oh, there you are.
Like, amazing. Yes, like, oh, that's the pussy that I know.
Didn't know to love. Sex preparation. We're kind of basic when it comes to like preparing because like she lives with her like family and stuff. Yeah. So we have to like blast the TV. We have to put a movie on and blast the TV.
TV and music is good. Music is an ideal part of sex prep. If you really do not have music on decky,
we don't want nobody hearing us because we're loud.
Absolutely. That's with anything, though. You don't want no one to just
be in your business.
Yeah, because sometimes, depending on who it is, it could turn them on. They could really start listening. Then they look at you different.
Oh, my God. Well, her mom's already fucking walked in on me naked, so I mean that relationship's already
total. Shout out to mom, Sabrina, completely okay with.
Her mom like walked in. She's like, "Oh my god!" And she like walked right back out, and I was like, "Oops."
Oh my god, I haven't had that experience yet.
Oh my god, it's so irritating. And then like nobody in her family knocks. So like, and I'm like always sleeping naked, and we never know when someone's gonna bust through. Her nephew's seen my butt. Her brother's seen my butt. Her mom's seen my butt.
But at least they, they just, they understand. That's a good thing. Understanding is important. Crap. When I used to do videos, a lot of the people I used to work with, they used to rent like big houses. So sometimes people would be shooting, and sometimes people weren't shooting. They would just be fucking in different rooms.
That's hilarious.
Right. So sometimes I would be going in different rooms. I would be trying to find different areas to use for filming and stuff. And I would go into certain rooms, and people would be in there fucking, and I'd be like, oh shit. And I would just walk in on like, people. Oops. And then I would just close the door. But it was just like sometimes the environment, or depending on who the person is, they'll just have a complete understanding. Right. They'll have a complete understanding about it.
I also we make the bed before we like do it.
You make the bed?
Yeah, like we like to be under the covers. We like to be under the covers, so I don't know. That's kind of like how we like to start, and then usually the blankets are on the floor.
No, I was really young.
Because I don't know, we're like kind of anal like with the whole neatness, like when we're doing it, like.
I do like neatness. Like it can't be completely messy, but covers.
Yeah, and then like
they have to be on the bed at least.
Yeah,
like, not necessarily all made up.
I don't know. We have like our toys that we're gonna use, and like if we're using the strap, like we have to take out its strap.
Do you guys clean your toys before you use them?
Yes.
What do you use to clean your toys?
I have toy cleaner, but that kind of takes too long. So like we'll use usually we'll clean it after, so that way we just wipe it down before we use it.
True, just getting rid of the juices that was already on it.
But I
actually don't clean my toys because I'm the only one who uses them. But
well, I mean, you don't.
When I'm on a late night,
I mean, you get around to it. It's like dishes. It's like you get around to it.
Yeah. If you see something on it, then you're like, okay, I'll wipe
you're like,
this
I'm
off.
gonna clean that. But like, if you're the only one using it, it's not like you need.
Question: does cleaning your toys take away from the arousal? Like, does it stop you from wanting to masturbate? Because sometimes I feel like when I take the time to clean my toys, there's times I've cleaned the toy and I'm like, I don't even feel like doing this anymore.
I feel like that has happened to me a couple of times. Like, cause you're like, oh fuck. And you're like in the kitchen, like
right. You're actually scrubbing this shit off, and then like
and
you're
after when you're in the bed and you're like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm gonna just put a movie on,
and I'm gonna take my ass to sleep, whatever it is.
But I mean, sometimes if I'm like, no, I need to like DJ a little bit tonight. So
yeah, sometimes you still have it on your mind. You're just like, okay, after I clean this, it's on. Like it's alright. No, I kind of get that.
I feel like maybe if you like dirty talk while you clean it, like, yeah, I'm about to get this shit. Like that.
I do not dirty talk to myself. You people out there. No dirty talking. I watch random videos.
Do people do that?
I don't know, but for me, when it comes to masturbating, I like to watch people that I don't know, and I actually like to watch videos that actually don't look like pornos. Like I like to watch videos that look like somewhat homemade videos. I definitely like to watch, like, if it's, like, couples or cream pies. Like, that's my shit, too. But, yeah, shit like that.
I'm only into, like, when I watch porn, it's either double penetration or gangbangs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, those are the only two things I like to watch.
I actually hate watching gangbangs. Shout out to Gallo and Noella in the room. And Bay.
Every time I pop up, I just be coming into the strangest little conversations now. Y'all know
talking about sex.
I'm 45 years old, and I think I need a sensor or some earplugs.
No, open up your mind
and your mouth. No,
I can't with you. What does it to you for gangbangs? Because honestly, the only reason why I did like, I think probably like 3 gangbangs for my site. I'm not sure, but
for the show or regular?
Huh?
For the show or for regular?
No, like for my site when I was doing videos.
Oh, for your site. You did that on regular? You was okay with that?
No, not regular.
Would you do it regular?
No.
What was that?
It's only for money. Like this.
No.
Nothing regular about any of that
stuff. There was
a
great article on that basically said that all women fantasize at least once in their life about being gangbanged. And I disagreed because I don't
think for me it was like my girl on girl thing. Like some people are like really into girls, but even for me, like the scenes that I did do with females, you know, I never got a chance to actually eat pussy, but you know, just
I feel like
feeling on girls and stuff. I did it because people were making money off of doing those type of things. Well, so that's why I did it.
But I don't know. Like, I feel like for me, like, watching, like, my porno pick is gangbang or, you know, double penetration or whatever. I feel like it's just because of the simple fact is that I know I would never do that. And it's like it's,
and that's my thing with cream pies. Like, I'm not letting anybody come inside of me, but it's always something about watching somebody do something that you're not willing to do. Like,
for me, it's the girl. Like, that's that's like my sole purpose of watching it. Like, seeing a girl get like tortured like that. Like, it's kind of hot to me. I don't know.
That's probably true because I've already done gangbang. That's probably
what is that like?
Wait, let me get on live for this.
I'm a germaphobe, okay? Like, I'm an extreme germaphobe.
See, I can't. That's too much. Like,
niggas hate me. Niggas hated me. Like, during the gangbang.
You're like,
because I was luckily never like by myself during those situations, so I would kind of always like deal with the person who I was dealing with, and then let the other girl take the most of the brunt. But I would still type of participate in
cheater.
Yes, extremely. Such a cheater. But no, like, for the people who I always worked with, I knew these people off camera. I knew these people for a while off camera. So I always tried to get an understanding of who these people are, how they get people, let them know my restrictions, understand their restrictions and stuff like that before I got on camera. I was very selective when I did do videos. It was very limited to who I chose. But when I was in the gangbang, the last gangbang that I did was with Team VP and Marley on my site. And that was in Las Vegas in 2015. So yes, that was actually the largest gangbang that I did. I didn't get a chance to actually have sex with everybody, but I was in it with
a bunch. People?
It was like 8 dudes, and it was like 2 girls.
Girl, I can't even take one. I'd be like, after 10 minutes,
I
you got to get some water or something.
No,
you don't need to take a break.
It was only like, because it was like 3 people who I didn't fuck. And my mindset is this, like, it was one dude who had like, see, for me, I'm very picky. So one time I seen someone, I won't say who, but I see someone in the gangbang who had something on their...
Girl said that the dick
penis.
Ain't look right. Girl, something ain't right.
It did not.
What, like a rash or something?
I don't know, but it's supposed to be smooth. Anything besides smooth.
And I was like, no.
Like bumps and stuff? Like,
right.
Ew.
Right.
What you mean? Look, what you mean? Like on the inside bump or outside bump?
The dude who I was dealing with at the time, I just mainly stayed with him throughout the most of the game. If you watch the video, you could see that I'm mainly
what did it look like?
One,
the bumps that be on the
guys.
mushrooms? You know how you see the mushrooms? Didn't it be like
no, it looked like
mushroom?
razor bumps to me. That's what it looked like.
On the wee-wee?
Mm-hmm.
He probably got a really
But see, as a female, you have to be able to maneuver things and not look at dudes. I can't say look at dudes, but not make people feel bad in a sense, because sometimes that's other people's preference, you know, and sometimes you never know what's going on with people. I don't judge people or anything, but if I'm not down with something, right, absolutely. If I'm not down with something, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to put you on blast. I'm not going to say nothing, but I'm just going to move how I need to move.
I know this
myself. Like,
you said
it's not
bumps.
about nobody else.
You said bumps. I was like, I know like guys get like implants, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, some guys,
like,
they use
what, the pearls
pumps and shit like that.
No, yeah, like the thermals, like they'll get them like in there.
Have you guys ever?
You ever know like those bumps, like when
I know guys sometimes they get ingrown hair,
like
bumps,
keloids,
like on their chin,
no, it's like it's like a thing, like kind of like a piercing, but it goes into, and there's like little boxes, so like they put it in their penis, so it feels like ridges.
Yeah.
They like surgically implant it into
it's also pearls. I had.
That's why when you said bumps, I was like, maybe that's what that was.
When I was having a dream, I did it to a guy. Are you guys listening? When I had a dream, in my dream, I had a dream that I did it to a guy that had a pearl in his penis. Okay. In the dream, it was just like, oh, what is that? He has something, and I didn't know because it was coming through the condom. Because I had never in my life, I didn't even know men. I didn't even know men were into that, but he had a whole pearl pierced in between. I don't even know what I don't know.
Yes, and see, that's why I knew that at a certain point in time, like, I knew that I had to get out of the porn industry, because sometimes people have a certain mindset of being just open and lucky going and stuff like that, and I knew that I wasn't in that mindset anymore. I was hearing too many things. I was seeing too many things. And for me, it's either I'm going to say something or I'm going to remove myself. So I just kind of chose to remove myself from situations, to not be sitting around pointing fingers at everybody. It's just like, and you know, and honestly, when I got into the industry, I always had a time limit. You know, I was in college when I first started, when I was 18. And I used to always be like, oh, when I'm 21, I'll stop. And then it got to when I was 25, I'll stop.
That's me with the dancing.
Right. And then I turned 26, and then it was just like, okay.
Do you miss the money?
I still make money, but yes, I do. Absolutely. I was just talking to Priscilla about this.
I'm just asking, because people be like, "Oh, I changed my life and I'm good." No, bitch.
No, it's a struggle, and it's really a mental thing.
You was making $2,000 in 2 hours, and now you like
it's an extremely
$150 a month. Something ain't right. You worried?
Yeah, it's hard to let go of money.
The money is completely different, and sometimes when you're and see, for me, I still have websites, which I'm lucky to have, and I still make money from the sites and stuff that I've created. But I don't make as much money as I used to because I'm not uploading as much stuff as I used to. But throughout being in the industry, I've always had a job. I still went to school. I still graduated. I never dropped out of school or anything like that. So for me, even though I was in the industry, I always made sure that I had something else that I was being invested in. And I was working on.
That's smart,
but
that's smart.
And it was kind of like a fear thing to me as well, because I just never wanted to only rely on porn. I never wanted to only have porn as the only thing that I was doing, as the only thing that I was investing in.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
Can I ask you?
I just want to dance and make money.
There's nothing wrong with that, and you'll eventually find something else that you want to invest in, or you'll use that as your platform. It's all about what you're comfortable with. But yeah.
Can I ask you, did it affect your relationships while you were?
Absolutely, because it's hard for me to have sex without money.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, because I say that a lot.
Fucking a guy without being paid is the hardest thing I can do.
Can I turn my camera around so my audience can see me, because I say this a lot. I don't even dance because I used to be a dancer.
Yes.
So when I go to the club, I don't dance with people, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I don't dance with people when I go to parties
because
either.
it's not because I don't want to. I would probably love to enjoy myself, but my other self can't do it because I've been paid for it. So if somebody else is going to pay for it, my mental, and not saying this right, okay? I'm not saying I'm morally correct, but my mental is, if a nigga done paid me to dance, why the fuck I'm giving it to you?
Well, see, this is where I'm challenging myself in my life now.
Even with fucking and dating, I need a gift. I'm sorry, and I'm still that way. I need a gift.
I'm slightly trying to
just talk to me. I need a gift because that's what I've been shown in a certain lifestyle. Like, you are worth somebody meeting you at 2:00, and maybe if they like you that much at 7:00 saying, oh, I don't give a fuck if it's a little stuffed animal this size and this, or it's a rainbow pen. Somebody done gave, or he done gave me some now laters. I love now laters. Come to my crib with some now laters.
I'm not fucking for now laters. We need cash.
No, what I'm
only.
Listen, now laters will get you in to even talk to me. To
okay,
fuck me, no, I'm on some Elizabeth Taylor shit. We're going to get engaged. That's why I got 2 engagements now for the year.
I can't with you.
We're not doing that. We're not doing no type of fucking. Especially in New York. They don't want to give up no goddamn money. I'm a virgin all over again.
Niggas in New York will give up money. I have people who are contacting me all the time. I got rid of my number and everything that I used to have and stuff back in the day, but I still have people who I can get money right now, but for me, it's more of a mental thing, because I sort of wanted to be normalized back into society, because I noticed that there's a lot of girls who quote unquote don't have sex for money. There's a lot of girls who are not in the sex industry who's not in adult entertainment and they just think it's fine. So I kind of wanted to see what it was like to do that, and it also slightly brings me back to my childhood. It brings me back to how I was before I even got into the industry, before I became quote unquote Vanessa, whoever I am now. But a huge part of me wants to see what it's like, or how females decide to involve themselves with people without money involved. There's still some value to that.
No, it is.
There's still some value to that.
But you were stolen. That innocence was stolen from you, so we don't have that factor. There's nothing wrong with it.
Can innocence be stolen from somebody?
Yes, it can. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. If you
if
just
somebody's
said it,
raped, I get that.
No, it's not even raped. We are conditioned. Why should I fuck you for free? Listen. Especially when you were making a certain amount of money. Now I even say this is hairdressers. I am making a certain amount of money doing this. So it is hard for me to switch over, because now I have mixed my emotions with money. And I have mixed my sexual desires with money. So guess what? It might be a thing. I have to condition and relearn myself how to just feel affection, because I have voided that out, because affection has been replaced with money.
That's absolutely true. But it has to be something within inside of, well, I'm just speaking for myself.
You have to want to, you're lonely now.
But and not now you have loneliness. You have to want a certain type of affection. There's a certain type of affection that comes with money, and there's a certain type of affection that comes without money. And you as an individual, whoever the person may be,
attention
they have to want a different type of
attention
affection.
and affection is different, but
because
affection
it's easy to get
there's
somebody
no
to pay
different
you.
type of affection.
That's easier versus getting someone who's not paying you to have
to
a strong
affection.
You
There is no other type of affection. Affection is what it is. Affection. I don't believe that there are different types of. There's different types of love, meaning a sibling love, a parent love. But affection is affection. You can't. There's no way to break affection down, especially when you don't have that, and that's why you do what you do. Whereas if you had that, you would have no problem with laying with someone that genuinely likes you and shows you affection. But being that you have voided that, you don't even know. You have to recondition and relearn your mind.
You're absolutely right, because it's a learning process for me. But
It's
I'm
a
not
learning
saying
process.
that I'm not willing to lay down with somebody who is not gonna give up that type of affection. I'm still looking for those type of things, but
that's why
I'm
you're
still
out of your
willing
thing,
to
right?
learn different things about people and accept different things about people.
But that's why you're out of your industry, right? Because you're tired of that. Because
no, I got out of my industry because I heard too much, and I always knew that I wouldn't be in it forever.
Right.
And for me, sometimes you just know when you're ready to do things differently. I knew that producers who taught me how to build websites, who taught me how to create videos and stuff, I knew how much money these people were making. And it wasn't because these people were on camera. And these were mostly men. And I just said to myself, I can be that, even though I'm not a dude. I can't fuck bitches and then sell it, but...
I mean, you could.
I have a strap on. Yes, I have a strap on. I technically could, right? Yes. But no, like, it's something that I still knew that most of the time, especially in the porn industry, the most people who made money were the people who were producers, the people who ran websites. Right. And these are things that I did, but I still chose to be on camera because I knew that a lot of people wanted to see me on camera. I knew that a lot of people enjoyed seeing me. I knew I made money from people seeing me. So I said to myself, why not? But it got to a point where I'm just like, if I'm going to really be a producer, if I'm going to be strictly focused on building websites and stuff like that, I have to devote my time to that.
Yeah, of course.
I can't do both.
Right.
And I knew that for a long time. So I got to a point where I was just like, hey, this is it.
I stopped escorting because I realized that if I continued, that I would never have a relationship.
That too. That was a part of it too.
It don't have even when I was stripping. It don't have nothing I've done in my life is based on what nobody has said, what they feel, or what I heard. I don't give a fuck because my money is my goddamn money.
Absolutely.
But what I realized in escorting, not even dancing. I got out of dancing because I thought my baby father.
Escorting is hard because you know why? A lot of people
really
don't acknowledge. Well, see, this is the thing. Escorting is an under-the-table type of thing. So that's something that people could still do and people don't know about it.
No, but it doesn't matter.
Some females, they do certain things because people don't know about it.
It's not even that. What I'm saying with escorting is you're still fucking for money. Okay?
Absolutely.
And when you're doing that and the money is so good, I don't have to have feelings for anybody. And at some point when I was doing a really nasty job one day, I thought in the middle of it, I said, Noella, you got to separate yourself from the money, honey, because you're never going to be in a real relationship. And you know what? You're getting older. And after a certain point, if I don't stop now, I'm never going to develop them feelings that I might need to be with a man in a real relationship.
Well, see, for me, going into it, I always knew that there were certain things that I would do and certain things that I wouldn't do. And I started to see that within that whole escorting industry, there was a lot of things that women were willing to do that I wasn't. That certain things became standard, like I'll be out front. BBJs.
What's a BBJ? I don't know.
Unprotected oral sex.
Oh, bareback blowjob.
Girlfriend experience.
I didn't know what a dental cam was until I was escorting because I don't even.
But there's a lot of things. I've always had restrictions. I've turned down dudes. I walked into apartments and like, nope, sorry.
Players Club now.
No, I'm good.
I'm going home. Uber.
There'd be sometimes I wouldn't even have no money in my pocket. I'd just be like, I'm good.
Right.
Yeah, because
but I always had a job. I worked at hotels. I worked for Carnival. I worked for Marriott. I worked for several different places. So I've always had a job. So I was never necessarily dependent on that type of stuff. But I chose to be involved in these things based on whatever I was okay with. If it was something I was comfortable with, then I was fine with it. If it was something I wasn't comfortable with, I wasn't going to do it.
That's the difference.
Wait, what the fuck was that? What did I miss?
You missed the kiss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was like.
See, that's, I guess.
I thought he just did like a bareback blowjob type of.
See, I guess that's just the thing that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? When you do it for so long, and like I said, the money is good for it and it's quick. I did hair, and when I started doing it, it was so crazy because the girls at the salon, I'd be like, oh, I'll be back. 15 minutes, give me motherfucking $400. So what am I doing?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
some dudes I've seen I didn't even have to touch, and I made $500.
And this is my thing as a mistress. People don't understand. I was a mistress for a long time, and I didn't have to fuck that married man. But that's another subject. But, it was a thing of it didn't matter what I was doing because at that moment, I'm going to do whatever because it wasn't a conscious decision of, oh, it's about the money. It's not about the act. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck what you want done. As long as you got that motherfucking paper. And that's why I said I had to stop.
I had a mindset about the money, but I still was concerned about the act. I'm not gonna lie.
When it's about the money.
Because I had quote unquote real PIs or whatever they want to call themselves mad at me because I wouldn't get certain money from certain people. But I would quote unquote be called a renegade or be called a
what's a renegade? I don't know.
Runaway hoe or a hoe who does what she wants and she's on her own type shit.
I don't even believe in the word hoe. I really don't.
Everyone's a hoe in society. If you work for
somebody, I don't believe in the word hoe.
You know what's it like being a stripper? That's another thing, but I'll get to that in a second.
You can't tell somebody how much sex they should have or what their feeling is. Just because I'm satisfied in 15 minutes don't mean that you are. Just because it takes 4 men to feel you don't mean that there's something wrong with you. Just like there's nothing wrong, I think, if you have sex on the first date. That's your choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have
Teach
to stop.
True. I used to have a Jewish dude in Williamsburg. I used to take off my bra and
that was enough.
He wouldn't even touch me, and he would just master it. Like he would
sex
come
is not
in his
just
pants,
penetration, and people don't
thing.
know that. Sex is not just penetration.
He would come in his pants. But no, like stripping is something I've never been involved in. I used to go to strip clubs in Miami because you could smoke in them. That was the only reason why she
It's a totally different.
But you're not really being that physical, and you can still. It's still more people around.
It depends on the dancer because there are dancers who,
it depends on the place.
Yeah, as well as like dancing, they're also doing extras and
right because they have champagne rooms. And those type of things.
No, that's not why I wanted to be a dancer. I wanted to be a dancer because I feel like poetry is such a beautiful
is an art
thing.
too.
Yeah, and it's like I love being on stage. I love dancing, and I have amazing stage presence. Like
Yes, you do.
I can like I won't have to do like no champagne rooms, and I'll still make as much as the next bitch who is doing rooms all night. But it's just I don't know. It's different. Like
you have to be very bold.
Yeah, you just gotta be like fearless, and you can't let nobody talk shit to you because these guys think that because they got a stack of money in front of them that you gotta bow down. It don't work that way.
I mean, now they do, and like I said, I think it's the place because if you go to some places, you can make a whole ass load of money, and all you did was have on lingerie sets. So it's really about where you are. Different establishments do different establishments offer different things. When strip clubs first started, everybody wasn't taking off stuff. I don't know if they started in Atlanta, Florida, you got your little champagnes rooms or whatever. But like you said, depending on who you are, you don't have to do everything. Yeah. When I started stripping, there was a grandmother, y'all. She was like in her 60s. And when I tell you she shut it down, and she didn't even do half of the things that other girls were doing. I didn't do a lot either because I didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? And then there was another girl because of her physique. She didn't have to do much. I think the way you start and what you put yourself into. And stripping, it is very easy to get hooked on the money, and that's where you really see.
To get money. It's easy to get hooked on money in adult entertainment.
Yeah, but the stripper is different because you can get tricked. See, in escorting or you doing porn, right? Yeah. But as a stripper, you call yourself dancing, right? And if you're really into the money, it might be a nigga to say, "Come off the stage." Now you're not on stage no more, and it's very easy, and it happens so quick. It don't happen quick like that. I don't think in porn because it's kind of like scheduled, and like you said, you're picky.
Well, no, because it can. I think something like that can
Strippers
happen with
aren't
any
picky.
industry. Because even in porn, I've had situations. Guys just like, "Do you do rimming?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" And I got to do my research. No, I don't. There's always things that people could use to push you past your point of what you're comfortable with or what your limitations.
Yeah, and I was just telling my girl the other day because now that I started at a new spot, I'm trying to do things differently because at my last spot, I was there for so long and it was easier because I would just go and there would always be somebody there who knew me. or a customer that liked me, and he would just give me his money, and that was it.
The regulars are the best.
But now that I'm starting somewhere new, like guys, like they see that like fresh meat, and like they want to take advantage right away, thinking that you don't know no better. So like now, like I have to be more like aggressive and like, you know, because guys will talk my fucking ear off. I'm too nice. I'll sit there and I'll listen to your problems, and then after like an hour has passed, I'll be like, all right, so you want to give me a dance or what? But now it's like I was telling my girl, I was like, this one guy was talking my ear off, and I was like, wait. I was like, are we gonna get a dance? And he was like, maybe later. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go then.
Yeah.
And, like, go make money.
Oh, you better
like,
than me, because I'm not listening to
that's
problems.
Like, I'm not doing that. I'll listen to your problems for like 15 minutes, and that's it. Like,
I'm walking in the door. If the money's not on the dresser, I'm walking out the door.
One thing I never understood is stripping for dollars. Shout out to my sister. She's in heaven, Angie. The one thing we didn't get on the floor if they was throwing dollars. It had to be.
So they already had to be throwing money before.
Them dollars add up, though.
They do. They do.
I used to always wonder about that. Cause see,
they do
I'm
the
not
dollars.
Gonna lie, I used to.
My mom used to be like, "Listen,
strippers." Because I was just
stop
like,
bringing me
how
all
many
these
dollars does that really add up to? Like that used to be my mindset.
Them dollars.
They add up. It don't look like a lot, but when you count them, you're like, God damn. And it's like,
you know what the example
it's
is?
just a lot.
You ever see the tins of bobby pins that say 100? And when you look at it, you be like, ain't no way in hell this is 100 pins. And when you open up, and I did that. I said that because I did that today. Because I was like,
oh, you counted the bobby pins?
Let me tell you. I said, this ain't no way in hell this is 100. I'm going back to get my dollar. They're going to give me $1. They're going to be 50 cents or something because it's not 100. And I sat there and counted them shits. And guess what? It's 100 bobby pins.
It don't look like that much.
It don't look like that much. But I'm just saying the way it's how you start. If you come in the game already requesting a certain amount, guess what? Can't nobody talk you lower.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right about that. And
why would I come in with dollars when I know for a fact you got a 5 in your pocket? Let's get that. So that way, or 20. So that way, if it's only 4 motherfuckers in here, I'm guaranteed to get $100. Yeah. Versus if it's 4 motherfuckers, I might have to get at least $10 from everybody and still not have it. Why do that?
Yeah.
Not saying it don't add up because it is what it is, but to start, like I couldn't start dancing if it was only $1. You understand? It could be $1, and guess what I'm doing?
My limit was a C note. I had $100. If you wasn't paying me $100 or more, I would.
Yeah, that's fucking
Everything's different. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
I really like this new spot too, because like the guys are just so much more generous. Like these guys come in my spot knowing that they have to come in with money, and that's so. Right. My other job was not like that. Guys would come in, pay the house fee. I mean the entry fee, and just sit there. And
that's
watch.
it.
Well, the entry fee could fuck people up because if you're paying the door, then it's
but it was not that much. It was like $20.
Yeah, the entry fee.
They were just cheap, and they were trying to just get a free look. And like here, it's nice because like, you know, the stage is behind the bar, so like you do your rounds, and like, you know, if the guys really like you, they'll give you 10s, they'll give you 20s, like that's 5s. It's really, and it's dope. And the bartenders don't get in the way of the strippers' money, which is
I was always wondering about that.
That's a problem. That's always been
a problem. It is. So Cardi B wasn't exaggerating, and they're not exaggerating.
Yeah, the bartenders always
the
have
bartenders
the
get tips or what?
Yeah, they get tips.
The bartenders think they strippers.
Yeah, of course. And then it's like, because like, you know, they twerk and stuff like that, and like they get rained on just like we do, except they get paid hourly. We don't, which I think is wrong. But that's the industry, so I can't. What am I gonna say? I'm just one person.
Depending on where you are.
Yeah, depending on where you are.
Because if you go to a dollhouse, a real dollhouse, you are getting paid hourly.
Yeah.
So it just depends where you at with state.
And then like
be a high class hoe.
It's nice because like if the guys like the girls, like they'll tell the bartender, hey, give this to her on the stage or whatever. I'm like, that's your money. Like even if you're on stage with 3 other girls, if like they will bring that money to you. Like it's not like the guys are just throwing it and like the girls are here like scrambling. Like they're like, no, he was throwing it at her. Like that's her money.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. Like everyone's really respectful. Like they'll like pick up your money for you, put it in a bucket for you. Like
when I danced, it was way different. It wasn't 3 and 4 people on the stage.
Yeah,
your time was your
time.
I'm old, like I said, I'm 45, so it was way different. It wasn't a scramble type of thing. Everybody had their place. You know, everybody had sectors. The way that it is now is kind of sad.
It's really
But
annoying.
Once again, it's about your establishment, because I might go to Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, like she said, they already know what they come in. They come in. They already know they coming in. They're going to pay that $50. It's not even a $20. $50 to get in. Matter of fact, they might have a membership. Okay? They already paid their $100. Every month they got to pay a membership. Then they come in, right? Then they come in. They pay another fee. And they already know they came there for entertainment. So they have their money allocated for that.
Yeah.
Now you come in the backwoods of Brooklyn, No. You got to come in there and you got 30 bitches on stage.
Because you got to deal with niggas who took the train to get there.
And then another thing that, further, when I came up in porn. They got to
make sure they got enough money to put on their MetroCard.
When I was coming up, it was a thing for you to have your nails done, your hair done. Even in porn. But you see now, they don't take the time. I couldn't get into porn because too many porns I seen where bitch nail was missing. What the fuck is going on now?
Okay, you talk about me because that was me.
Okay, I would never. And I'd be very upset because that takes away. And that's a man's mindset.
Word, because niggas.
Unless he thinking about raping you.
Buy me shoes because he's like, I'm tired of seeing the black shoes in the video.
What the fuck are you?
He's like, I need to see a new pair of shoes.
Shit, I mean, that's why I make it a point, and this is the only thing that I really took from my last place, because in my last place it's required. They check your feet, they check your hands.
Yes.
And if you don't got it done,
my
you gotta
sister
go home.
was like that.
You can't even.
That's right.
Shit.
My sister, like
makeup,
I said, God
hair.
rest
I
the
probably
dead.
do need to go to a strip club. I feel like
you need
if I was to be
outfits.
a madam,
wow.
I would have my makeup artist in house. I would have my hairstylist in house, and I would have a nail tech because my bitches can't go out like that.
Yeah.
When we had our little charade, we don't do that. It's about an illusion. You always had to come, and we didn't.
You're your product. You have to.
You are your product.
Sell your product.
And you have to know it's about marketing. It's no reason why you're gonna come out and you ass naked. No, you're gonna have the baddest lingerie set, and you're gonna get paid to peel off piece by piece because that is what the original mindset of a stripper was. The illusion.
Yeah.
Right.
And that factor is gone now.
Right. And since I haven't been in the industry, it's like for me, I've not paid attention to these things. I don't really get my nails done like that. I don't really do my hair like that. So
I never used to get my nails done but being a dancer, I was I felt looking at all these girls beautiful makeup, hair, nails.
You want to get made up.
Yeah, and I'm it's a competition at the end of the day because all of these girls are aiming for the same thing. So if someone wants to make the most money,
absolutely.
Now at this new spot, it's nice because none of those girls really do that. I'm one of the few that actually take the time to get ready. So I have an advantage. These girls aren't a lot of them are older. There's a lot of moms that
are different. Yeah.
A lot of older women they wear the same outfits and they do the same hairdo.
That's not gonna work.
And it's I for me I just have the upper hand there, and I think that's why I really like it because it's I'm the only one that does pole tricks. I'm the only one who does her hair, her nails, outfits always on point.
So that's
smelling good. Smelling good
is key.
And it's and the guys like that, these guys oh, I like your nails, and it's things that you don't think that they pay attention to.
Absolutely.
And they're looking at your feet, they're looking at your hands, they're looking at your makeup. One guy was how did you do that glitter thing? That's awesome, because I do the glitter shadow.
I seen that. He noticed.
Yeah, and I was he was like, what is it, a glue or something? I'm yeah. I was what do you know about makeup? He's you got good contour. I'm yo, this guy's off the hook. So it's but it's nice to know they notice, because then they're you know what, she's good. So they keep tipping you to keep you around. And
when I was in the game, that was my main thing. I always used to have my nails done, my hair did, all of. I'm getting back into that now, even though I'm not in the game.
Good.
But if you're in the entertainment industry, period, even if you're presenting yourself anywhere, that is important. Presenting yourself in the great way.
I feel dancing has turned me into the most girliest girl of all girls. Because not that I wasn't not.
You've inspired me. I'm not gonna lie. You come in here with glitter on your fucking face. I'm okay. I probably should put lipstick on today. I didn't do yesterday.
I enjoy not wearing makeup though, because I wear so much at work because I cover my face tats. So I have to put on 5.
You cover them?
Yeah, I have to put on. It's Derma Blend. It's really heavy foundation. Wow. I have to put on 5 layers of that. So at the end of the night, it was my girl. I got really drunk when my girl picked me up the other night, and she had to take off my makeup. She was you don't know how long that took me. She's you have so much makeup on, and it's crazy because it don't look like that much, but I'm such a pro at it by now that it's wow. But it's a lot. I wear a lot of makeup, and at the end of the night, it's so heavy on my face that when I take it off, I feel I can breathe. I feel I can breathe.
I understand you.
I try to not wear as much foundation anymore though because of that. Before, I used to love.
It's a relief slightly in a sense, because even for me, once I left the porn industry, I got into a mindset where I was I'm not getting my nails done. I'm not having sex. It doesn't really matter.
Sometimes it feels good to let go. I'm a lone person
looking at my nails. What the fuck
it feels good to let go, but then at the same time,
every now and again.
Yeah, at the same time, it's it's nice to be I'm gonna pamper myself today and get a wax and do my nails and get my hair done. And
that's why I've been trying to shave my vagina vagina for the past 2 months, and I've been so busy.
Shave that pussy.
I have to shave my vagina. And I
what
had
is
sex
going
like over
on,
a week
Vanessa?
ago.
2 months? I thought you said 2 weeks.
No.
You lied to
and
me.
You know, so crazy. I sporadically had sex like over a week ago, and the guy didn't care, but I was embarrassed in
lucky.
my mind. Luckily, right. Luckily, he didn't care, but in my mind, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even get to shave.
I'd be like,
And he's like, show me that pussy. I'm like, no.
I didn't shave.
Right.
But he probably haven't gotten any either.
He was like, he was just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Oh my God. But yes, these are part of sex prep. What is something that you can leave with the people? Also, you said that you make sure that you're cleaning your toys before you have sex. You clean the bed. So
make sure
you're
out clean too, because like
yes, you gotta wash your ass.
Wash your hands, guys, gentlemen.
And your hands. If you're gonna stick your fingers in somebody's pussy.
I was reading something about this girl, like this guy, like he had like black, like from the rolling paper, like the goo, like from the dab stuff, like. Don't put your weed infested fingers in these girls' vaginas, dude. You're gonna give her a yeast infection.
Niggas who roll up the weed and don't wash their hands and then think they're gonna
No, and it's like it don't even matter. Like you working all day, like
that was one of my no-nos. I never let dudes put their hands in my pussy. Like that was my no-no.
Me and my girl, like I'm like, hey, you wanna go take a shower? And like we'll take a shower, and then after that, you know,
you could take a shower together.
Yeah. And then it gets it started. It gets it started. You know, you rubbing and naked and wet and soapy.
Your nipples are poking out. All of the above.
So like by the time we get to the bedroom, it's like we're ready. We're just ready.
Yes,
also,
indeed.
A good prep thing is like outfits. Like it's fun to dress up.
I do like that.
It's fun to put something on to have taking off. Like that's fun for me at least. I like getting.
I love garter stockings with the stocking that goes up the leg. I always think that those are so. Even though dudes and females just take them off.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It's still the illusion. You're right. I used to always say to like when I was really young, I used to be like in a bra and panties because I never used to care about dressing up. But I started to learn that when I started to buy outfits, how it will make the dude feel.
Yeah, it makes them feel special.
Or whoever it was, like how it would arouse them.
Right. You thought about me when you bought that.
Or I love this color. I'm surprised you wore this color. That's like my favorite color type stuff. So
my girl likes blue, so I try.
You and Solo out here. Shout out to Solo Charm out here doing her showcase. Loving blue. Indeed. But no, that's definitely an important thing. So cleaning, clothes, cleaning the bed, which most people don't do.
They don't. I just like to see a neat bed because like if the sheets are already all messed up, like I have like this thing in the back of my mind, like oh my God, I'm about to be like, because I hate like when I see the white part of the bed, like when the sheet comes off.
But if I see popcorn, like if I see a popcorn blanket, it's a wrap. And I don't know if you guys know what I mean by a popcorn blanket. Meaning the blanket has too much lint. It's been washed too many times.
Oh no!
It's about time for this blanket to go. And you are savoring this blanket for dear life.
What? Buy new sheets. They're like $12.
Please buy new sheets. Oh my God.
$12. People will hold on to the same. My dad, and no offense to my dad.
My father's like that too. You're not alone.
We have the same bed sheets that we've had since we got to that house, and I've been there my whole damn life.
My dad brags about T-shirts that he's had for 10 years.
That's not.
Yo, I had this shirt for 10 years. Yes, and that's the exact reason why you should get rid of it.
If you wear that shirt, if you're still wearing that shirt, then okay. But if you had that shirt in your thing for 10 years and you've only worn it
he's still wearing it.
Then you know what? Go dad, because that's never letting go.
I went for Father's Day one year. I brought my dad 2 polo shirts from Macy's. Spent over $100 on these shirts, and he decided to wear the white holy T-shirt to dinner. Just ignored the brand new polo shirts on the desk. What is with guys and people sometimes?
I don't know. I think that's just. I feel like if that's like your shirt and you wear that shirt all the time and it's a comfortable shirt. I don't know, but like not to dinner. Like I wear things that I would never wear on a regular to like a dinner.
Something special.
Yeah, you want to like look good, dress up.
Sometimes I think guys don't necessarily care about.
Yeah,
those
they just don't give a shit.
Whatever.
That is like it's hard because like you can't like convince somebody to like change their mindset when they're already set in their ways.
True.
But it's like put a little bit of effort. Like
try.
At least try. Like we're all here to get this not pointed towards you, babe. You do your best. I love you.
Shout out to Bae for getting the makeup off your face late at night.
She wears outfits when we go out. Like she's always wearing something different, right? She be looking cute. She don't need to worry.
Yes, it is.
I think it's more just the fact that like she'll wake up and just throw on a hat instead of brushing her hair, and I think that's the only thing that irks me about her. She refuses to do her hair.
Sometimes it's a hat day. I'm like that too. People who are around Brooklyn, if you guys live in Brooklyn, you may catch Vanessa Smilez running around with her natural ponytail with a hat on. It may happen one day.
I got the fro right now. Nice, right? I got the fro going right now because
I love your little fro. When I first met you, had no hair, and now I'm
trying to let it grow.
It's
taking forever.
The cute thing going on.
The only thing I can do is the finger waves.
No, it's still cute. It's so cute. It's a certain image, but no. So we definitely have cleaning. We definitely have clothes we mentioned, music we mentioned as well. Is there anything that someone doesn't need to worry about when it comes to sex prep? Is something that they could just forget about? That's not really that important?
I don't know. Mm-hmm. What? Candles, candles. I mean, it sets the mood and it's nice, candles. But it's not necessary.
Anything about the ambiance?
Yeah, that's not necessary. Like, I feel like if you could just skip that part, then just skip it. But I mean, I feel like candles are only necessary if it's like a surprise thing that you're doing, you know?
Right, like
because that's romantic, and walking into that is like a shock. Like, oh my God, you took 3 hours lighting all these candles for me. Yes. Like, it's nice.
It's always something.
Yeah, but I don't think it's necessary.
Yes, I just grabbed my head because I was thinking about my hard drive that I left. So you guys will see this episode next week.
Good job, Vanessa. You're the best.
But all of the past episodes from the Smiles69Network show is currently on YouTube. There's nothing that's missing out except for the one that we're doing right now. So you guys can go to YouTube, type in Smiles69Network show, and you guys will be able to see all of the past episodes that we've had here. So this is your girls, Vanessa_Smilez with a Z, and we have
Sabrina Ryan Official all together on Instagram, and you can book me through the email link below my bio.
Yes, indeed. You guys have a good night. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, and we will see y'all next week.
Bye.
Latest.